If you're someone who likes to throw the absolute hands on Xenoverse 2, then DLC 16 is definitely one that you can appreciate. Because this DLC basically buffed strike-based CACs. Now I say basically because it's not like the strike-based CAC had anything changed about them to where they just do more damage overall or anything along those lines. No. But in DLC 16, the paid side of DLC 16 I should say, they added in 5 brand new strike-based skills. As you see right here, these are the new 5 skills: Demon Flurry, Fierce Fist, Demon Flash Strike, Demonic Destruction, and Apocalyptic Burst. Now it's very rare that we get more strike-based skills in a DLC than we do key-based, but to get 5 strike-based skills and only 2 key-based skills, I don't think we've ever seen that before on this game. So this is definitely a DLC just from the amount of skills that you get that a strike-based CAC would love, right? But the reason I say they were basically buffed is because not only did we get a good amount of strike-based skills, but every single one of these skills is damn fire. Like every single skill right here is absolutely amazing. Some of them potentially competing for best strike skill in the game, and we're going to go over why in today's video. All these skills are so good, and essentially again the strike-based CACs did receive a buff because they got some new toys to play with. When I tell you these are some of the highest quality toys you could ask for as a strike-based CAC, I'm not lying. And again, in today's video we're going to showcase it. So let's jump into the training mode and really show why the strike-based CACs are eating good in DLC 16.
A few moments later.
Alright y'all, here we are in the training mode. Now again, I really want to just discuss really quick all these skills and why they're so good, and why again the strike-based CAC was basically buffed with this update, because these are 5 skills that can go on any strike-based CAC without a doubt and be absolutely amazing. So first, let's just start off with the most obvious one, Demon Flurry. I mean, there's not much to really say about this skill. I don't think there's a 1 keyboard strike skill in this game that does this much damage. Like, if you get the timing perfectly right, like I did right there, 7,300. And do you see that damage? Again, I don't think there's any strike-based skill in this game that does that much damage that only costs 1 bar key. Honestly, there may not be a 2-bar strike-based skill in this game that does that much damage right there, guys. And it is honestly a great skill, not only for the damage, but because your opponent, once they get hit by this, they cannot vanish until it ends. They can use their evasive to get out, but they cannot vanish until this skill is over. They gotta eat all of that damage unless again they decide to use their evasive skill. So without a doubt, it's very easy to see why Demon Flurry is just an absolutely amazing skill, and then also it's a really cool skill at the same time. The simple fact that it has like that timing mechanic, I don't think that's something we've ever seen on an actual skill within this game. And then when you do time it properly, my god, the damage, it is absolutely busted. As you guys saw earlier, 7,333 damage. It is insane the amount of damage you can get with this skill, and I'm trying to get it. Why is it not? I'm trying to get it again, but I keep messing up the timing. Either way, you guys saw the timing of 7,333. I got a little bit of pressure on me right now with the video, so maybe I'm a little bit nervous and messing up. Either way, again, Demon Flurry, absolutely amazing. Not much to talk about when it comes to that one. Now, Fierce Fist. Fierce Fist, I feel people are a bit disappointed in because they just expected it to be Kefla's skill, but for the strike-based CAC. What I mean by that, or Khalifa's skill, but for the strike-based CAC. The skill where Khalifa can basically charge up and get to like 15 to 20k damage with that one skill, but she can also block midway through her charge and cancel it, just like this one can with Fierce Fist. So again, people thought it was just going to be just like that, right? But it does not do that massive damage that you get from Khalifa's skill by any means. 5,589, but at the same time, that is not bad damage at all. And it also has another use to it besides just using it in regular combos, right? If you don't fully charge it, you cannot go through somebody's guard with this skill. But when you do have it fully charged, you can go through somebody's guard and hit them right through it, as you see right there. So it can be useful in an online setting if you're able to get to the 3rd phase. If you get to somewhere like this, then you pull off the block, and you hold it in stock. You basically just hold it in reserve for when your opponent is blocking, because a lot of people in this game, as you guys know, they do like to block a lot. So you could do something like this. Boom, try and catch them off guard, and then hit them with that fierce fist, and they're eating 5,589 damage. So it may not be the best overall skill for like all situations, but against people who like to block and really hold that block button a lot in this game, it definitely is a very good skill for that regard. And it can be used off of knockaways, which not all strike-based skills can. So as you see right here, you can use it off of a knockaway. So if you do get it to that third phase of charge, well, then off of a knockaway or a knockdown or anything like that, that's pretty damn good damage for a strike-based skill without a doubt. I mean, come on. To be able to get 5, look at that. I mean, that's a very simple combo. We're getting 10,500 damage almost right there. So Fierce Fist, while it may not be nearly what Khalifa's skill is, it has its own good uses at the same time. And again, for being a strike-based skill that can be used off of knockdown combos, knockaways, things like that, that is something that is very nice, because not all strike-based skills obviously can do that. I mean, Demon Flurry is one of them. Literally, look. Like, you can't use Demon Flurry off of a knockaway or a knockdown unless you're right next to your opponent on said knockdown combo. So again, Fierce Fist, definitely another absolute fire skill without a doubt. Demon Flash Strike, I mean, this is potentially the best counter in the game. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, Demon Flurry may potentially be the best strike super in the game because of the damage and the keybar cost, but Demon Flash Strike may potentially be the best counter in this game, because not only can it be used as a pretty damn good counter, actually I forgot Trunks was guarding, but it also has properties to be used as a regular attack, and it does pretty damn good damage, 4,190 damage, and it literally can be used in a lot of situations. Like, this skill is so comboable. First of all, of course, it can be comboed off of any knockaway, any knockdown, but I've seen some crazy stuff that people have been able to chain with this skill right here, because the reaction of it is so fast. Like, you close in on your opponent so fast with this skill right here that it lets you combo it with other skills within the game. For example, just using like Beast Gohan himself, right? You can use Demon Ray, the first version of it, and then go into the Demon Flash Strike, and it'll connect 100% of the time. And that's just one example. Again, there's a lot of skills that you could put on your CAC to where you could actually combo this skill with and just get some massive damage off. But again, it also is a counter at the same time, and a pretty damn good counter. Now, it only counters strike-based skills, but it does very good damage when you actually do get it off. 5,065 damage for a counter. That is pretty damn good without a doubt. So you can see this skill potentially has the potential, I should say, to be the best skill in the game when it comes to counters, because not many counters can be used in an offensive manner, and they don't do that much damage. I believe the only one that can be used in an offensive manner is what, Gamma 2s? Or yeah, Gamma 1 and Gamma 2s actually technically can be, but they don't do as much damage as this one does right here, and they can't be used as easily off of like knockaway combos or off of other skills and things like that, like Demon Flash Strike can. So Demon Flash Strike, like I said, without a doubt, probably the best counter within this game, and it's also a good regular strike based skill as well. So now we move into Demonic Destruction. Demonic Destruction is just basically a much better grab. Like, that is how I see this move. This is a grab. Like, it is a grab full on, and it's just a much better one than what you offer as an actual CAC. Like, you see the startup time on that, and you see the startup time on that. Honestly, very similar startup times, to be honest, between the regular grab and Demonic Destruction. It's just Demonic Destruction, one, does more damage. As you can see, we got 2,882, and Demonic Destruction, I'm getting 3,493. So it does more damage, first and foremost, right? But then, if you are close to the ground, it also can be comboed afterwards. And it's not like it's putting your opponent in an infinite state where they're getting their stamina back fast. No, it's putting them in a regular ass combo state. You see that, right? Regular combo state, and it can be used mid combo as well. Now, if your opponent does hit the edge of a wall or of a map, that will happen where they hit that bounce effect and they will be put into that infinite state. But again, that's only when you're on the edges of a map. So you can combo this grab, which makes it much better than a regular grab. It does more damage than a regular grab. You can combo extend with this grab if you're close to the ground, and you can use it mid-guard at the same time, which I don't think many people have actually thought about. Very similar to Fierce Fist. Just like Fierce Fist, you can try and cross somebody up or mix somebody up. If you have the fully charged version in your in reserve, you can use that while your opponent is blocking, because you get into a lot of situations in matches where your opponent is blocking. Like, they're going for the perfect block, obviously they miss it, so they just hold on to the block button, and they're waiting for an opportunity to backstep, sidestep, or try and counter you off of one of those, right? But something that you can do with Demonic Destruction is, boom, literally cross them up like hell. Like, not many people would be expecting that right there. If you throw out a Demonic Destruction after like 2 hits on guard, you can throw it immediately afterwards, and that's obviously not something that you can do with a regular grab. If you try and do it with a regular grab, that's what happens. Like, you have to wait a good amount of time before you can actually go into it with a regular grab. But with Demonic Destruction, you can just do it as literally part of the combo. So in a sense, it's like a command grab in a 2D fighting game in that regard right there, because that's how you would use a command grab in a 2D fighting game. Most of them are usable during a block string, or when you have your opponent on block, right? So you have your opponent on block. Wait, why did that happen? You have your opponent on block, and then boom, well, I didn't have him on block right there, but you guys know what I'm saying. You have them on block and you go into Demonic Destruction. Why does that? I'm not having my RT up. That's probably why my RT wasn't coming up. But again, you can use it as a command grab, which is just another amazing feature of this skill right here. So all 4 of the supers, when it comes to the strike-based DLC 16 skills, are fire. Like, all of them absolutely amazing. Like I said, the counter is, well, Demon Flash Strike is potentially competing for best counter in the game. Same goes with Demon Flurry. I mean, the damage that you get off of a 1 key bar strike based skill, that is just absolutely insane. Like, even when you don't time it right, 6,109 damage, and I'm not transformed or using any awoken or anything like that at the same time. So again, Demon Flurry, potentially the best strike skill in this game. Demon Flash Strike, potentially the best counter in this game. And then Fierce Fist has its very good uses, and Demonic Destruction has its very good uses, as you guys saw. Like, Demonic Destruction literally is almost like any other skill within this game, really, because of the sense of how you can use it as an actual command grab, which, if I remember, I'm trying to think of another skill like that in this game, and at this moment in time, I actually can't. Maybe Namek Finger. Namek Finger works in that sense as well, but it's not as fast. So again, Demonic Destruction for that regard is just very, very good. Now moving on, though, to Apocalyptic Burst. Do we have them set to guard still? We do. Apocalyptic Burst is a good skill for the simple fact that, 1, it only takes 3 key bars and you get very good damage. But at the same time, you can use it in a different way, even though I will say the different way that you can use it will be fairly hard to do against anybody that's actually good. Now, it does, because it does have this right here where it can break a guard, as you see, and your opponent is stamina broken if they are trying to block that, right? But again, that really isn't going to be that useful against someone who's good. The main reason that this skill is just a good skill is because, again, it really does good damage for a 3 key bar ult. Like, that's really what it comes down to at the end of the day. 11,524 damage for a 3 key bar ult, and I'm not even transformed. That's pretty damn good without a doubt. Now, on Xbox, I only have Super Saiyan 3. I don't have Blue. I don't have Blue Evolution. I don't have Beast or anything like that. It's just I have all the skills for DLC 16 on Xbox. That's why we're doing the showcase over here, right? But just using Super Saiyan 3 instead of like a Beast, Blue Evolution, which would give me even more of a damage increase. Now, in Super Saiyan 3, with this skill, we're getting a total of 13,233 damage. I mean, again, that is a lot of damage for a strike-based ultimate that only takes 3 bars a key in this game. So Apocalyptic Burst, it's not like it has any special uses or anything like that, like some of the other skills, little things that you can use with the skills that make them that much better. No, Apocalyptic Burst is really straightforward. It just is a very good damaging ult for 3 bars a key. And it also can be used at the end of stamina breaks to really maximize the damage you can get from a stamina break. And what I mean by that, guys, we have them set to guard, right? You can wait and do a bunch of stuff leading up to the very, very end of this stamina break right here, right? Now, I'm going to use this Apocalyptic Burst right before Trunks gets it back, right now. Well, actually, he got it back a little too fast. Let's do that again. Okay, didn't want to make y'all sit through getting his stamina back one more time. So we use it this time around, right? Even though Trunks' stamina has come back right here, he can't actually use an evasive to escape that skill at that point in time. So not only does it do good damage, but it locks your opponent into the animation, which is good for stamina break damage because it just gives you that much more time to do stuff leading up to the apocalyptic burst. Because again, once that apocalyptic burst lands, it's over for your opponent. They cannot get out of it at any point in time. So overall, man, you can see why all of these skills are damn good strike-based skills. If you are someone who runs a strike-based CAC on Xenoverse 2, I highly, and I mean highly, highly, highly recommend buying DLC 16. DLC 16 has definitely added in my opinion, some of the best strike-based skills in this game without a doubt. Like I said, Demon Flurry competing for potential best strike skill in the game because of the damage that you get from it, right? Then you got Demon Flash Strike, potentially the best counter in the game. Apocalyptic Burst, an absolutely amazing ultimate from a damage perspective for only taking 3 bars of ki, and it locks your opponent into that animation, giving you more time to work in your stamina break. Then you also got Fierce Fist. Like I said, on the surface it may not look like the best, but when you do get it fully charged, you can use it on a mid combo block string. Like if your opponent is blocking, you can use it midway to get off some fairly big damage, or you can use it off of a knockaway, knockdown combo, something like that, to get pretty good damage as well. Like you saw, 5,589 damage for a skill like that can be used off of knockaways and knockdowns. That's pretty damn good. So again, oh, well, the only skill we didn't talk about, Demonic Destruction. I mean, it's basically a command grab within this game. You can use it on block. You can combo extend after it if you're close enough to the ground. It does fairly good damage. Like overall, it's just a much better grab for all the CACs within this game. That's what it really comes down to, in my opinion. Like again, it's just a much better grab that just takes a bar of ki, but that bar of ki is worth the trade-offs of more damage, potential combo extension if you are close to the ground, and actually being able to use it while your opponent is blocking your regular light and heavy hits. So again, let me know what you guys think about everything I covered in this video. What do you guys think about these skills, and how basically, like I said before, strike-based CACs were buffed within DLC 16. But till next time, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, hope you have a good one. Peace, y'all.